How did you get on with that assignment? Hopefully now you've got a script that kind of looks like this. You're able to actually manipulate the inspector so that it looks pretty good, and you're actually protecting variables and you're making them easier to manipulate while still sticking to your kind of set rules. So let's take a look at this script then. Okay, so right at the top we have required component of box collider and audio source. I've just simply kept this as an open class. Okay, I haven't put it inside of a namespace. And then I've got my inspector classes, so I've got subclasses. System serializable, start with movement. So here I've got my header of speed variables, just put a divider. And then I've got my ranges of move speed, side to side speed and tilt speed, which you can see right there. Okay, so they're my sliders. Then we've got a public game object array of waypoints, and then I've put in the space of 10 public game object singular of current target, then the boolean can stop that's set to false, and the public float called stop distance, which is equal to 0.1. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right there. All right, nice and easy. And then for the character health, so we come down once again, system serializable, public class, health amounts. We've got a header, health variables, and a divider. And then we've got a range, public float max health, then a public float of current health, and then a range public float heal speed. Okay, and then we have our player details. So as part of our character details, header is personal details with the divider, public of character type, which is our enum, just a little bit further down in our enums. So this is warrior, mage, king, queen, musician, which will get displayed there. Then a range between 0 and 110 of age, which is an integer. Then we've got our tooltip, height in centimeters, range 0 to 380, public int height 160. Then we've got a string for character name, and then we've got another enum, birthplace, birthplace. Okay, and that's where I've written my store miles, Meadow Vale. When you're writing your enums, your elements, make sure that you don't put any spaces in these, otherwise it will go red. Okay, if you want them separated out, just use the camel case, so that's capital letters to separate out words. Okay, so that's that one. Then obviously I've got a little bit of space here, so let's go down. Got a space of 10. So I've called these classes. So the first one was movement, and I've called it character move. Next one was health amounts, called it character health. Next one was character details, I've called it player details. So you'll notice character move, character health and player details are the names of those sections. Then we've got a space, we've got a header of stats, and we've simply got a public integer for luck amount, strength amount and stamina amount. I haven't initialized those values, so they're left on their default, so they all come out as 0. Okay, just to double check, obviously create a new empty object, drag in the assignment, and it should come with a box collider and an audio source. If you manage to do that, that is great work. Okay, and hopefully now by the end of this course you've learned a few great tips and techniques to actually modify in the inspector so that you can make it not only look good, but you can also control that data. And if you're working as part of a team, the team is all on board and able to actually use your scripts effectively. Thanks for taking the course, and I hope that you've enjoyed it.